Okay, here we are. It's the 2021 fur season in the United States of America. So, and I say that because we're going to be all throughout the United States this year, collecting fur with a lot of different routes, a lot of new routes throughout the United States,
And Canada.
and also in Canada, where this year also. So, with a heavier presence than last year. So, first of all, let's start with Guy. He'll tell you a few things that are happening, and then I'll end it up.
Okay, in the States, I was actually out on the road buying fur this weekend, and if you came to my truck, you will notice that you have to sign something on our electronic keypad before you get your check. And what that is a pledge, and it'll be on the website, so you'll be able to see it. You can see it on the pad, but you'll also be able to see it on the website that what you're signing. And it is a sustainability pledge. It pledges that you'll adhere to the laws of whatever state or province you're in. You take part in educational programs. You're willing to assist in nuisance control. You're willing to teach younger generations how to trap. Just basically a pledge saying that you are a humane and ethical trapper and hunter. And why we're doing this is, and we've had videos on this before, but it's just becoming more and more important. We have some customers that now will not basically buy from us without this pledge. And this, not all of our skins do we have to have this, but we've just decided that, even though it's mostly beaver that we need this pledge for, it is going to be all of the skins at some point, and that we'll be able to provide this to our customers, like on the raccoons where they don't need it, before they actually do need it. So, and it can also promote the skin. In other words, when a Chinese consumer comes in to look at a coat and it has a tag on there from our program is called Wild Fur Forever, they look at it and they see, wow, this is a sustainable product, and so maybe they'll purchase it, and maybe it'll be also be good for the market. So it's not just a reactionary thing. We're doing this preemptively. So that's what you'll be signing. If you have any questions, the buyer can answer it. But we'll have you signing up for that, and I think it's actually a real privilege to be able to do this and to be one of the first ones that has done this. A couple other issues.
Well, this is it's for the future of the fur industry. Really,
Yeah.
It's the direction of the fur industry.
We won't be able to go on without this. I mean, everything is going to have to be sustainable, and fur is no difference. And we actually have a very unique situation where we have been sustainable for hundreds and thousands of years, and we are not an industry that has cropped up and produces lots of waste or anything. We're a very sustainable industry, and we want to be able to tell that story. So a couple of other things out buying. I think a lot of the trappers were pleasantly surprised at the muskrat price. Some of that is a result of the fact that ranch mink have come up in price somewhat. Ranch mink are not maybe at the prices we'd like to see them yet. They certainly aren't really at profitable levels for the rancher. So we'll see how that industry happens. But this increase in price on the ranch mink is going to have some positive influence. And I mentioned it a couple weeks ago in a talk that I gave. But muskrats will probably be one of the most directly affected things. But also like fishers and sables. So yeah, there'll be some positive things. I know a lot of the animals are not as high a price as we'd like to see them. Coyote is still a very good market, especially the westerns, but some of them are not where we'd like to see them. But we're doing all we can. And one issue that comes up is carcass fur. And when prices are lower on some of these items, it is just impossible for us to buy the fur in the carcass. Coyotes, of course, we'll buy in the carcass, and even beaver, because it has castor, we can certainly afford to buy that in the carcass. We don't really advertise that, but yeah, we do. But as far as the items that we don't buy in the carcass, I know it may seem to be a difficult for somebody that is used to selling their animal in the carcass. But for us, just to explain to you what the problem is most of these routes, we no longer go every week to them. It used to be we'd go to a route every week for 7 or 8 or 9 weeks, and everybody would just keep their animals, if they had sold them in the carcass, fresh. In other words, they would not freeze them; they would just hang them up. And when we unloaded our trucks, the next morning we could skin them, and everything worked fine. But now when we only go 3 or 4 times to most of these stops, the problem becomes that everybody, if they keep a carcass animal, they have to freeze it. And when I unload that off the truck at night, when we get back, that's got to go on the floor or on a rack until it thaws out. And that animal has got to be checked several times a day to make sure it's ready. It's thawed enough to skin, or it doesn't get over thawed too much where it becomes rotten. So for what the overall value of that item might be, it just becomes counterintuitive to buy that in the carcass, because there is no way that we could possibly make money. And all we would be doing is people that skin or flesh their items, they would actually be paying to subsidize guys that didn't skin it. So we don't feel like that's fair. And so most of the items like raccoon and muskrat and most of the items besides coyotes and maybe some beaver, we're really not buying on the road in the carcass anymore. We will buy them at our place in Forston. We have no transportation costs, and people that bring them into Forston typically bring them in fresh. They're not frozen, so it's a lot less labor for us. So basically, those are kind of the things I wanted to go over with you on the new things for the route this year.
Okay, yeah. So basically, it's not profitable for us to actually work with those types of carcass animals with the price levels. But so we want to encourage you also to skin them and take care of them properly. You can see all of that on our website. Go to our website and check out how to take care of your fur pelts. Stops. We're adding a lot of different areas this year. First of all, the cat program, the Western Cat program. We've got our first shipment going over and doing that right now, where we've taken some consigned lots and it's going over. So that's in process. And so we're looking for successful cat marketing on that. One state that I want to really emphasize is New York. We're going to go there twice this year, once before Christmas because that was the request of New York, and also once in April. So, and also another state is going to be Pennsylvania. We're going to be in Pennsylvania at the end of the season also, and also we're going to add some stops in Virginia also. So we're going to do the whole South as before: North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Alabama, Tennessee as before. But we're adding those. So Pennsylvania people, you've asked a lot for us. We're actually going to be there this year. Just and also this weekend, I'll be in actually Minnesota. Minnesota guys, we just want some support from you guys. Any questions you have, we want to be able to service you guys in the proper way. I'll be in the southwest corner this weekend, and also South Dakota. So the other thing is just coming to the truck, the way you come to the truck, the way you've normally done it, just with the COVID standards, and certainly the restrictions in some of the states are getting a little bit
more restrictive.
They're more restrictive, and they're actually going to try to enforce them. So just come to the truck, pickup by pickup, truck by truck, car by car, and as soon as you're done, leave, and then the next next pickup can pull up, and they can sell their fur at the counter. So
can I just say one thing?
Yeah.
If you're the first guy at the stop, it's really important, if we're not there yet, to start that light up with your pickups or your cars or whatever. So we really appreciate, maybe awkward for you, whatever, but I have a lot of guys at my stops that, if they're the first or second guy there, they make sure that the trucks get lined up. And this is really important because, if somebody does complain that, people are congregating around our truck, we could lose access to that stop. So that's why we're really trying to protect our stops. So, many of our stops are already like that, where you just pick up, you pull up the pickup next to the truck. It's also much more convenient, especially for older guys, to get their stuff to the truck.
Okay, so I think that's basically what we wanted to say today. I guess one last thing that we could say is we want to encourage you guys to go out and trapping. We're doing all kinds of marketing. The way we're sending stuff over to China. Maybe you want to do and to Greece, the way we're doing it.
Our marketing. Let me just say a couple things. I mean, our marketing in China is just an incredible program. I mean, and it's a program that if we didn't do it, we could not sell a skin if we weren't doing it. We are sending over like last night we got news that mink and raccoon can no longer go into China raw. So, we actually just got some raccoon in a day ago, right before the deadline, and you no longer can send raccoon to China raw. But we already have set up systems in place for this. We actually have, tens of thousands of raccoon and red fox and other items in Cambodia, and they will, they're dressed there, and then they can go in dressed into China. It's not going to cause any hiccup for us. But yeah, we have skins, your skins, in front of the Chinese consumer every day, and it's the only way that these Chinese buyers are going to buy today. It's just the market has changed, and they've got to be able to see that stuff, and they've got to be able to see it dressed. So it's some risk for us, and it's some extra effort. It'd be a lot nicer to just sell everything raw like we used to, but we're doing it so that we have some business here, and we're able to buy all the skins. We're able to buy raccoon. We're able to have a price on all items because of it.
Okay, that's great for today. Enjoy our website to find out where we stop near you. It's really simple and easy to use. Go to our website, gfwco.com, and you can see our website, and you can find out exactly where we're stopping near you. Thanks.